Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to TryCraft Episode 7 with me, Akoto Kusamoto, or Kusa, or AK, or Akoto, or whatever you want to call me. And you might wonder, where the heck am I? What am I doing here? Well, I am at Scousey's wonderful modern mansion, sitting by the pool, drinking a pina colada, because one of the bad things about working in a tundra is it's snowy, and I was missing the beach, I was missing the heat, I was missing the pool, so we are actually here taking a real brief holiday, and of course using his pool, because why wouldn't we? Oh my god, let's try this way, there we go. There's me swimming in the pool, drowning slowly. Let's go up here. But I needed to visit, actually, sunset. I needed to actually visit Scousey's mansion because I had something to drop off to him. So if you've been following my last couple episodes, you know that I actually borrowed a beacon from Scousey to dig out the basement of the Hive City, and I thought I'd return it over to him, and I wanted to go actually come see his progress on this. And if you've not seen his video on this, I definitely encourage you to go over to his channel. Links in the description down below to his channel to actually see this build, because this is, I mean, he talks about he's like the redstone guy, he's not a great builder. I really like this. This looks really cool. I mean, I gotta look at the amount of quartz he used for this. Lots of villager trading or lots of nether busting, one of the two. Oh, it's dark, I should probably go sleep. But fabulous build. I love this little thing here. So he's got basically a stair, a slab, and then a red banner to make it look like they're little beach chairs, basically, that you'd have in front of a pool. And the pool looks great. It's a really cool build, so I highly recommend you go do that. Let's go sleep real fast, and I'll show you why I'm actually here. So the interior is not done yet, so I'm not going to look too much at that because he's still working on the interior of the building. But we had to drop this off at his base. So if you open it, we've got his beacon that he let us borrow. I gave him some diamonds because, I mean, that was just awesome of him to let us actually borrow that. And a little note, thanks for the loan, AK. So we had to drop that off with him. And now we've got to actually go back through the nether to find... How do I get out of here? I think... So he's moved his nether portal to... Ah, yes, there it is. To this location, which is also very cool. Also still a work in progress, so I don't want to spoil too much in here. But yeah, great build. Go to his channel, check it out. Let's go home. And here we are back at the Hive City, which, as you can see from outside, not a whole lot has changed here on the surface. And I do want to apologize to everyone for the lack of content this week. As many of you know, if you follow me on Twitter, and if you don't follow me on Twitter, you should be following me on Twitter. It's at Akoto Kusamoto. Definitely go follow me. Anyway, if you have been following me on Twitter, you know that this week has been kind of nuts because I'm in the media, and there's a little story going on that we can't talk about because, you know, YouTube. But there's a little story going on that we've been having to follow very, 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 very closely. So I haven't really had time to do much recording this week, but that does not mean I have not done a whole bunch of work on the base, because yes, upstairs still looks kind of like it did. You notice that the maps increased a little bit, which I wanted to show you here. As you can see, this actually might be a continent. It may be, rather than just being a giant island. We'll have to go check that out further. But other than that, not a whole lot has actually happened up here from what you can tell. We've got some trees growing over there because we need wood and we need podzol. And we need podzol because this is what our layout downstairs is going to actually look like here. So let's go check the book, and I want to actually go through a few things with you here before we get into this. 4, 5, 6. So Episode 7, we're going to actually look at our farm design that we've got here, and then we have a couple other things that we want to do. But the farm design is basically going to look like this. Notice our ugly farms have been walled off, so the downstairs portion of our build is going to look pretty much like this. I mean, the farms themselves, whatever farms we have down here, are going to be walled off using some smooth stone, andesite stairs, and then we're going to have it lit up looking like this. So if you're familiar with the Warhammer 40k universe, you know how it's this weird mix of industrial and almost medieval looking. So I'm trying to go for that when I'm doing the build, especially for the downstairs area where you're going to have sort of like the underhive. You're going to have all of the farms, you're going to have all the industrial stuff. So I'm doing like a mix of old and new here. So we've got the redstone lamps. that are the sort of the new tech kind of thing around the various different farms that we've got down here. Now, notice these are not automatic farms; these are all just manual. But I like the way they look, so that's why we put them in like that. So we got carrots, potatoes, netherwort back there. We've got wheat up front, and we've got this very kind of retro, odd-looking floor, which is going to be a combination of path blocks, coarse dirt, and podzol, with glowstone with brown stained glass as our lighting that we're going to have away from the farm section here. So it's this very sort of almost dystopian kind of look down here. So like the floor is just trampled earthen floor that they were just sort of in a hurry and put it together like this. And if you have looked at any of the stuff from like the Hive Cities expansions or the Underhive campaigns from Warhammer 40k, you'll recognize this is how the Underhive looks. Now, obviously, there's no slums or anything down here like you have in that, because that's a little bit too dark. So we're not going with that, but we are going with all the industrial stuff being down here. And I really like the way that the nether brick looks here, especially with this stripe of, this is just snow, since I've got a ton of it around here. Just a snow at the bottom to give it this white bit, and then the nether brick there, and then we've got sandstone slabs up there. And these are cut sandstone slabs because honestly, the smooth sandstone slabs, the cut sandstone slabs, and like the chiseled sandstone slabs, the underside looks the same on every single one. So there's really no reason to make smooth sandstone to make it look like that. So we can just use cut sandstone there, and that's really easy to make that stuff. You just take regular sandstone, put it in a 2x2 crafting grid, and you make cut sandstone. Ta-da, done. So we do that. We do the cut sandstone with this pattern on the bottom for the roof of the basement with the red nether brick. Scary sounds! With the red nether brick, the snow layer at the very bottom here, and then we do the path blocks, the podzol, the coarse dirt, and then the brown stained glass with glowstone underneath it for lighting. So I think it looks really good. And if you wonder why the golems here, it's because we're going to have a bunch of golems down here, probably hooked up to these to simulate the Mechanicum Skitarii warriors. If you've ever read any of the books for 40k, like the Underhive part is where we're going to have like our Mechanicum guys are going to be running back and forth, which is going to be Enderman heads on armor stands with leather armor in minecarts, and they're going to go from place to place. And I'm trying to figure out if I could actually do a note block system. So we'll put them on a minecart rail, sort of hidden behind things as they're going around in different places here. And they'll go from one place to another, and then they'll basically stop, and we'll have a redstone clock set up there. How did you spawn down here? How? I've got this so well lit up. How did you manage to spawn? It must be right there. You can just go away now. Thank you very much. Let's light that up. Yep, that's where he spawned, all right. Anywho, it's not completely safe down here yet. We're getting there, though. So, anywho, with the Mechanicum guys going back and forth to different portions of this, and we'll have, like, lights flashing and things in different places. I'm trying to figure out how I can set up a note block system so that when they show up at one particular place, it sounds like they're giving out, like, binary cant. So they show up, like, over here to bless one particular, machine or something, and then the note blocks underneath do like, and then they go on to another place, come over here, and then they come over here, and on and on and on. So I'm trying to figure out if I can actually make that work with like a little note block machine underneath. It's got like 5 or 6 note blocks. They're all hooked up and do that kind of thing. But I don't know if there's an actual note block sound that sounds that electronic, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna have to actually look and see what I can find there. But so we'll have them running back and forth. We'll have golems like stationed around here as our Skitarii, and then we'll have the farms, and we'll have all the other industrial stuff, and it'll all be this type of flooring here, with the red nether brick on the outside and with the sandstone as the ceiling of the basement that'll go right underneath everything here. So it'll hide all of this, and it won't look all weird and ugly. So that is the plan. So the whole thing is going to kind of look like this when all is said and done. So I think it's going to look really, really good when all is said and done. Oh, there's a hole over there. I got a patch. But anyway, so if you just look at that portion of it, so this is how the whole thing down here is actually going to look when all's said and done. And then, of course, we've got a little vine farm I made over here that will be moving. Oh my god, really? 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 Like I said, not 100% safe yet. But yeah, so I'm really liking how that looks, because I think it gives that sort of that weighty feel that you get out of what the descriptions of an underhive look like, how they're kind of dank and musty, and they're lit up and technological, but by the same token, they feel very medieval. So I think this is a good combination of those in this particular case. So, and I've made it so you can actually get to every single farm if you go through here. There's our bone meal farm, which is doing pretty well. We've got that there, and then over here is where we're going to actually have like a little workstation, but we're going to have a hidden retractable infinite water source over here, rather than just having this puddle in the middle of our room like we have right now. It's going to be this little pop out, pull a lever, and this little infinite water source pops out over here, and then you can pull the lever and it goes back in. So that way everything is actually hidden and looks really, really cool. Our ugly farms are now hidden behind this wall. We've still got the access to them down here. In fact, I haven't checked this recently. How's this? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, that's doing pretty well. And then we need to actually get these going all the way over here so we can get these into our storage system up above. So yeah, so definitely planning on doing that. Where did my crafting table? I think I took it. Oh shoot, that's going to be a problem. I forgot the crafting table. Oops. Yeah, we'll have to actually fix that. There needs to be a crafting table in here somewhere, probably over there, that little workstation we talked about. So we'll plop down a crafting table over here. Maybe we can pop out crafting table too, just because. So we'll have two levers. We'll have one here that pops out the crafting table. We'll have one here that pops out the infinite water source. So everything's hidden, and you're not ruining the aesthetic of it by having a puddle and then like a crafting table in the middle of it. Is it necessary? No. Is it kind of ridiculous? Yes. Is it cool? Absolutely. So we're definitely going to have those. So we're not going to work on that today because we've got two other things that we really need to get done today. And one of those things is we need gunpowder, because we only have, if you look at my inventory, we have 11 rockets total. That's all we've got. So we are actually going to make ourselves a creeper/gunpowder farm, and we're going to do that by the same way that we have done in previous Let's Plays and tutorials that I've done. Is we're actually going to make one over the ocean, probably over there somewhere. That's going to be a sky-based, non-cat-based creeper farm. Let me go to sleep here. Take a quick nap. Creeper farm. Oh, okay. So yeah, so we're going to make sort of a non-cat-based creeper farm out here, since we have a deep ocean just literally right here. That's what we're going to do over there, is we're going to put together sort of a creeper farm off in there. It'll be in the sky. I'm not sure how I'm going to cover it up yet. Maybe we'll make a blimp or something 40K related, maybe like a statue to the God Emperor or something like that. We'll put over there in the ocean. Like maybe, yeah, actually a giant statue to the God Emperor would be perfect. So we'll do that over in the ocean so that it's not anywhere near spawnable areas, and we'll put it up 128 blocks in the sky so I can AFK at it. And yeah, I think it'll look really, really cool once we are actually done with it. So yeah, we'll have the creeper farm, and we'll have a source of gunpowder, which we need because we're running out of gunpowder. We're running out of rockets, and that's not good. So we're going to be doing that first today. So let's get some blocks together and figure out what we're doing, and I'll meet you over there. So here we are at the future site of our creeper farm, which is, I think, is enough out at this point, because we're going to go like way up in the sky. So we're actually over here in what's considered a lukewarm ocean. So I'm hoping nothing freezes up there, because that would not be good. But we need to actually go 127 blocks straight up in the sky from where we are right now. So we are at 64, so we need to go to 191. So let's start doing that, and I'll see you at the top. And here we are at Y level 191 above the area, and that is going to look, this thing's going to look so epic when it's done. Imagine this basically being a giant spire that goes up to about there, and that's what it's going to look like when it's all said and done and completed. And it's going to be very, very thin at the top, I think. It actually, I mean, it might not go to build limit. It might actually only go up to about 200, because now that I'm looking at it from up here, it almost looks small, doesn't it? Anyway, so we are at Y level 191, and the farm we're going to be building is the same farm I've built in my single-player world. It's a fantastic farm. It's made by Xenoshot, who is an absolute legend who put this together. So it's a very simple one-level creeper farm that makes, when you're AFKing at it, I would say it makes probably about 3 stacks of gunpowder an hour, give or take. Maybe 2 stacks of gunpowder. Because, yeah, when I AFK at it and go to AFK for overnight, so 8 hours, I'll come back and have half a double chest full of gunpowder. So this is going to be fantastic to have this ready to go. And since we're in an ocean environment, there's not anything going to be spawning anywhere near us. We can AFK over there. And yeah, it's going to be great when we get it done. So let's go ahead and start building here. And I cannot stress enough, when you are building something like this, make sure you bring all the resources with you you're going to need. It might be something you'll have to wait until you have shulker boxes for, but as you can see over here, I've basically had like an entire box full of building blocks. And over here, I've got an entire box full of all the other stuff I'm going to need, like a ton of trapdoors, some campfires, glass. This is for the AFK platform, water buckets, scaffolding, which is what I'm going to use until we have a water elevator put in, chests, hoppers, carpets. So have all that stuff with you, because this is what you're going to need. I probably went overkill on the trapdoors, but I'll use them at some point. They're spruce trapdoors, and I'll probably use them for the downstairs portion of the Hive City if I don't use them here. But you need 4 campfires, you need trapdoors, you need hoppers, water buckets, scaffolding if you choose to do that, carpets, hoppers, glass, and then a box full of whatever block you want to use. I'm just using cobblestone because, honestly, I've got a ton of it. It's quick, it's easy, and this is all going to be covered up by something in short order anyway. So, yeah, make sure you have all this stuff on you, because going back and forth in your base to here, especially if you're building it like 1,000 blocks away from your base and doing like a minecart rail or something to it, it's not fun to have to go back and forth that many times. So just have all this stuff with you. Okay, not only did I not go as crazy as I thought I did in the trapdoors, but I actually didn't have enough, so I had to go back and make up another stack of them. I forgot how many trapdoors this build takes. It's a ton. So you might want to have about 10 stacks of trapdoors, just to be on the safe side, give or take. Yeah, probably about that. And don't fall into that hole, because that sucks. So let's finish up this portion of it, and we'll go on from there. Alright, so this next part is tricky, now that we've got all of our trapdoors in, because you basically have to extend these platforms out. Scaffolding here is incredibly handy, because you can do this. And I highly recommend doing this, because you can go out as far as 6 blocks on each side from the scaffolding. So let's just do 5. This is the kind of thing that scaffolding was absolutely made for. So get some scaffolding, because this is the part that is really, really nerve-wracking. So there's that, and then we go there, and there, and there. Okay. And now we're good. So now we can just continue on. And final steps, basically pretend like you're playing Skyblock at this point. And this is what I tend to do with these. You don't have to, but I like to build a little box around things and then just make sure it's well lit up. We've got the entire farm built now. We've got I can get rid of those edges. No, it's alright. Got the entire farm built. We've got a 3 chest set up. We've got our campfires up there. So everything should be good to go. So things should start spawning here. Let's see, is anything spawning down there? Maybe not. It doesn't look like it. No, looks like we're good. Yeah, looks like. And then once we get up to our AFK platform, which is actually going to be somewhere over there, nothing should spawn around this except creepers, which is going to be awesome. So we've got that all taken care of. It's all lit up on the top. This is all lit up down here. So we are good. Now it's just a matter of figuring out, where did I put... Where's the pillar? Where's the pillar? Ah, there it is. There it is. It's right there. Okay, good. Good. Let's fill all this in, and then this pillar that comes up to here is actually going to become scaffolding. So we'll have scaffolding going all the way up. Actually, you know what? We might have it going up next to it, actually. That would probably make more sense. So let's actually put it there. And yeah, next to it, and then it'll go up to there, and we can go up to have a collection mechanism. Fantastic. All right, let's get back down to the surface. This is the greatest thing ever, by the way. Oh, there we go. We're at the limit. Hopefully we put that in the right spot, because otherwise I'm going to be really embarrassed. But this ability to just put scaffolding as high as you damn well please, I love it. And that is an excellent sound. That is the sound of creepers dying. We already got our first gunpowder. Woo! It works. Awesome. I love it. Fantastico. So we've got our way in and out for right now until we do a water elevator, which we'll probably do up to this particular point. But yeah, this is muy awesome. Fantastic. I'm so glad that's working. Granted, it's super duper ugly, just giant cobblestone cross in the sky, but hey, it works, and we can do our AFK platform now, so let's go ahead and get that taken care of. Ugly AFK platform complete! And we've got scaffolding going up and down the place, because that just seems kind of intelligent. Give me my scaffolding back. Give me. Thank you. Do we have enough light up here? Yes, we do. Good. So we've got sort of a scaffolding kind of thing they want to cross. We've got this, which I should probably... You know what? Yeah, I'm the kind of guy that would fall down and kill myself here. So let's solve that problem, shall we? We got to spawn-proof it, but that's fine. Just light this up when we're done. But it is done. It is complete. I've heard creepers dying while I've been doing this back and forth here, building the AFK platform. So we know it's working, which is awesome. Let's go ahead, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this little guardrail here. Use the handrails. It's why I invented them. So we're going to finish this off. We're going to light it up, spawn-proof it, and then we are going to go AFK from this beast for about, call it an hour or so, and we'll see where we're at that point. Let's make this symmetrical, because otherwise it's going to drive me just bonkers, because I'm that guy. Alright, folks, we've been AFK for actually about an hour and 20 minutes, give or take, so let's see where we are at here. Moment of truth. Woo! Okay, so it's not quite as amazing as I would hoped it would have been, probably because, I mean, we're in a shallow ocean, there's probably caves and stuff to light up and things like that, but still, that is more gunpowder than I've had probably for the entire season on here, all in one fell swoop. So that was an hour and 20 minutes AFK. We got 49 gunpowder, so if you do them... Oh, hello. Maybe more than 49. Let's see. Yes, burn! Yes, burn! Nope, not on that one. Fair enough. So, yeah, 49 gunpowder in an hour and 20 minutes. Me being the only person on the server got me 49. So if you extrapolate that out to about an 8-hour AFK session, you're probably talking about... Oh, hi there. You're probably talking about 4 to 5 stacks. That's not bad. I mean, I will totally take that. Wait, I saw gunpowder drop. Gimme. Ooh, 51. So a little under a stack. So not great, but not terrible either. So I will definitely take that. Let's go back and make this into some rockets. So combined with the gunpowder we had in our chest, which was 9, so we got 60. Oh, this feels so good. not a ton. It's not a ton of fireworks, but it's 2 stacks and almost 3 stacks of flight duration 1 rockets. I'm probably gonna make 3s at some point, but for right now, you know what? It's better than what we had before, which was virtually nothing. So Excellent. I think we can actually check off a couple of things in our book now. So let's go ahead and check off our farm design. You've seen that, so we're good there. Gunpowder, taken care of. Oh, so nice to have that taken care of. And now we hit this. Yes, folks, that's right. I need to go find myself some wither skeleton skulls so we can go and get ourselves a beacon. Because I got spoiled. I got totally and completely spoiled using Scousey's borrowed beacon, and I need my own. So we need to go downstairs in the Nether and start farming some wither skeletons because we need ourselves a beacon. So it's going to be wither skeleton speed up, happy fun time here coming up. So this started off pretty normal. We went around killing a bunch of wither skeletons that we saw spawning at the particular fortress that's actually underneath spawn here. I'm being attacked by gas because it's open air, which is unfortunate, but the nice thing is about half this fortress was actually above a lava lake, so getting withers to spawn, it wasn't all that tough. And you can see I got my first wither skeleton skull there. So we just go on, continue killing things until I get to the point where I'm like, you know what, I'm really getting tired of this really, really slow progression here. Because, yeah, we're getting wither skeletons. We're getting them with a fair amount of regularity, but I've got to go wander away and then come back and let things respawn and let things basically despawn and respawn. And it was just starting to get on my nerves, and especially having to fight all these other things that were floating around because there's two blaze spawners that are right nearby as well. So it was getting really tiresome to actually having to do all of that and fight the blazes and all that. So I figured, you know what? While I'm out here, why don't I just go ahead and I'll start sort of breaking everything down, and I'll turn this into sort of a poor man's wither farm. And I thought, okay, well, that's a fairly good idea. I mean, I can do that real quick. We can extend that platform over there, and we can just kind of move some stuff around a little bit. So over here you can see I'm getting some bricks to go ahead and start doing that. And basically go ahead and just deconstruct these little side corners here. And I go ahead and start actually making this into a solid platform versus actually those three little bits that are just sort of hanging around out there. Meanwhile, being attacked by gas and blazes every time I turn around, which wasn't fun at all. But we were doing pretty well. We were going pretty well here. We had a couple other wither skeletons that spawned. I grabbed them and got nothing off them except, swords and coal and meh. I mean, it wasn't all that great. So we just continued building this along, and then I finally decided that I would make what I had made a long time ago in another server I was on. It was just a very, very simple, straightforward, very low-tech wither skeleton grinder, which uses fence and just basically fences in an area. You put slabs down in the middle so that way wither skeletons don't spawn in that area, and then you can just basically go on that, and as they come up to the sides of you on either side, you basically just swipe over the fence and you're able to kill them off. And then of course you put like a roof over it of some variety. So I figured, you know what, I can do that again and just make a real just quick and dirty poor man's blaze grinder, or excuse me, poor man's wither skeleton grinder while I'm at it here. Shouldn't be all that hard. So I'm extending the platforms again, and we go kill the gas because they just keep spawning, and I can't stop them from spawning, but I'm trying to get this done as quickly as I possibly can. Let's go get some more materials. Let's go ahead and craft up some slabs, go back, kill off this wither skeleton. Fantastic, put down our slabs, and we're good to go. And I turn around, and what do I see but a ghast, a wither skeleton, a zombie pigman, and then this happens. So yeah, that happened. That sucked. That sucked a lot. So, fortunately enough, we have other stuff that we can do here as far as gear. So notice we have backup gear. So we have a whole bunch of backup gear. So we have my backup elytra, although Siggy Stardust is gone forever, and now I'm very sad. So we're not starting over from scratch, at least. So there is that. But it's still disheartening when that happens. It really is. Like, my diamond hoe is gone. That makes me sad. But the one wither skeleton skull I had is gone. All the various different blocks I had on me, my food, all that stuff, all gone. All gone. All gone bye-bye. It all went away. But at least we're not starting over from absolute scratch like we did last time, because we were smart enough to have some backup gear. So first of all, we need to put mending on this. What are we going to call this particular diamond pickaxe? We'll go total crossover here. So there's Lara Croft. And let's see, we have Prot 4, Silk Touch. We want Silk Touch on one of these shovels, so that our old shovel was Diggy Hole, so this one's going to be Diggy Hole. So there's that. Now we just have a regular shovel. We have a Silk Touch shovel. And we got some prot that we need to put. So that's already got prot 4. That's got prot 3. That's got prot 3. You know, prot 3 is good enough for right now. I want to save my levels for other things, especially like combining stuff if we need to, or adding more things to it. So, so let's go ahead and save these for now. Just a curiosity. Bane of arthropods. Yeah, we're not even going to bother with that. So now we need to actually go over and talk to our villager friends back at Tri-Town and see if we can get some more things to get armed back up. So rather than getting a wither skeleton skulls and getting a beacon, we're doing that, unfortunately. So let's go. So after about 2 hours of some pretty hardcore trading with villagers, we actually got all of our stuff back to what I would consider a nominal level at least. We've got Smooth, my new Silk Touch pickaxe. We've got Swing, 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 Chop, Chop, Chop. We've got Diggy Hole. We've got another shovel too. This is normal. We have the Slicinator, Lara Croft, of course, and new bow, Who Dis. Plus all of our armor now has mending, and we've got a dunce cap, we've got the skinny jeans, and we've got a gotta be the shoes, and all of those have mending, unbreaking 3, feather falling, aqua fendi, blah 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 blah, and new shield, Captain America, of course. So yes, we've got all new things. We need to get a better fishing rod just in case. Now that we've got all of that taken care of, and we've actually done a little bit of AFKing over here at our wonderful creeper farm, we have rockets again because I lost all my rockets when I died as well. So we now have all of the things put back together. The one thing we did lose, though, is my episode book. It is gone forever. So we're going to have to put together a new episode book at some point just to keep track of what we're doing here. And yeah, I felt pretty bad about it, too. I was like, no, not the episode book. It's the one thing I lost that is completely irreplaceable because it had all of my notes in it. So it's like, well, that's gone forever, I guess. Sigh. Oh well, we can replace that though. So we're going to do that in between episodes here. And that's really all I have time for today. I was hoping to actually have a wither fight to show you here today. But, you know, the withers kind of got the better of me while I was in the Nether. So, yeah. About that? Yeah. So, yeah. No other fight for you. But hopefully maybe next episode we'll actually go back down and see if we can finish off the poor man's wither farm that I was making there. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I had a lot of fun doing it, even though the death and losing all the things kind of set us back quite a bit. But I had a good time on this episode of TryCraft with me here on the TryCraft server with everyone else. By all means, go down in the description, check out all the other wonderful TryCrafters, Gabi, Scouse Mouse, and Mama Bear, and check out their channels while you are at it as well. And if you are new here and you haven't yet, please click that subscribe button because I want to have more people and want to have more fun here. So definitely the more people we have, the more fun we have. So click that subscribe button, and then if you like the video, click the like button. Just gently press it. Don't smash it. You do not have to smash the like button. And don't lick the like button. You don't know where it's been. It does help out the channel, so if you did like the video, we would appreciate that as well. But whatever you do, make sure you go out tonight, play some games, have some fun. I'll see you all again real soon. Have a good night, everybody.